again. Really, right now I don't know how to make an introduction. Remember the last time that I put the video here, but anyway, my name is Daniela and I will talk about how I learned English. Anyway, I want to say that in this video I'm going to talk about my little story, how I managed to talk in English and which tips I use right now. Yes, I use them, but just to speak German, but it's the same that I was using for learning English. But anyway, just sit down, relax, and yeah, let's gonna have fun. Most of you know that I'm from Venezuela and I was living there for 12 years. After that time, my parents decided to move to Spain to have a good life. I was really excited because it was new country, new life, and I was about to start high school, so I was super happy. And I remember that before the beginning of the classes, my father came to me and he told me, "Oh, Daniela, by the way, you know what?" And I was like, "What?" "I signed up for a bilingual program for you." And I was like, "Baila what qué?" And he was like, "Yeah, you're gonna have some subjects in English and you also have to stay there for 1 or 1.5 hours more than the rest of the students just to have English conversations." And I was like, "Papa, yo no hablo inglés." And he told me that's why. So for me, it was hard and I was scared of English classes at the beginning because really the level that my classmates used to have was higher than the one that I used to have. Because in Venezuela, actually, the English classes, they were not that good, and the teacher, he really was not into giving like proper classes. But anyway, this is another topic. So with this, I want to say to the people that maybe you don't have hopes that you will not learn English, but people, you need to have hope, because the only way to manage to talk this language is just you need to practice. But when I say practice, it's practice, and you really need to work on it, but work on it. But anyway, here are the first tips. For me, it's very important not to translate words. Not to, for example, bed means cama. It's not that, it's just to define. That means, what is a bed? A bed is a furniture that everyone has in their rooms in order to sleep on. Which is the point of this? The point of this is sometimes you will have conversations in life and maybe you do not know a word, but you just need to continue, So for example, it is not the best example, but you will get it. For example, the word selfish. Yeah, the other day I was talking with this lady and I just realized she was not a good person. Actually, she's really, I don't know how to say, she only cares about herself. She doesn't care about anyone else. And the other person that you're talking to would say, "Ah, yeah, she's selfish." And you are like, "Yes, selfish." So this is important because you cannot stop a conversation just because you don't know a word. It's very important to keep on it. You need to keep talking, and this is very important, how to define words. The second method that I use is listen. Why? Because you just need to use your ear every day. You just need to differentiate some words from the others that sound similar. How I do this? For example, everyone loves English songs, right? So sometimes happens to me, to you, that, "Oh God, I really love this song, but I don't know what it's saying." So what I used to do was, for example, I don't know the real lyrics of this song, okay? So I'm gonna write down what I think the song is saying. Okay, I think this song is saying this, and this. And then you really search for the lyric of the song. And then you just need to compare if the lyric is what you wrote, or at least similar. For example, if you see, okay, it's not this word, but it really sounds like this one, it's also good. If the words are not the same, but it sounds quite similar, it's good. That means that your ear is getting better. So that's perfect. Do not worry. At least you say, okay, it's not this, but it's this. Kind of the same, not the same word, but sounds the same. That's good. Another tip that I use is when you learn a new word, you just need to use it. You just need to find a conversation. You just need to find a topic in a conversation, just to say this word. If you learn a word, but if you don't use it, you will forget it. So it doesn't matter if you use it 2-3 times, you will never forget. So maybe you can look crazy trying to say this word, but another point very important is you just need to talk. Maybe you don't have somebody to talk with, but at least you can have a conversation with yourself. Maybe you can record a video like this about, you just need to pick up a topic and just talk about that. It's easy like this, and you can see how you pronounce, how you look like, how do you feel, and like this you're gonna start talking fluently. Because I know at the beginning we're gonna start talking like you know what I mean. So if you start talking and you start talking about something that you like, most probably it's gonna be easier for you to talk, and like this the language is gonna be fluent. Something that also helped me in that moment was, do you know this chart that is in the last pages of the workbook on an English book, that it's all the verbs of the tense of the verb? Okay, I have a bad news for you, but you need to know it by heart. I can swear that if you learn it, you will never forget. Never. So maybe it's gonna take time to know it by heart, but you just need to write it down all over again. Do it, do it, do it, do it. It doesn't matter if you have 5, 10, 20, 30 mistakes. You just need to know it by heart. You can make sounds with the verbs, but you will get it, really. So just learn it. TV series, movies, everything in English. Just start with, of course, audio in English, but subtitles in Spanish. Just keep like this a couple of months, 2-3 months is perfect. Then switch the subtitles in English. Once again, keep it like this a few months, and then please just switch off the subtitles. I try to listen to it in English. For example, what would I do is, for example, just watch a movie that you really know by heart the dialogue, and just turn on in English. You already know what it's about, the movie, but like this you will know this but in English. Perfect. If you are planning to go to an English speaking country, please try to go or alone or okay with one of your friends. But if you are already there, please try not to surround yourself with people that speak your same language. That's not gonna help, because at the end you're gonna relax, you're not gonna talk, you're not gonna be forced to speak in English. So please avoid to meet with people that speak your same language. So like this you're gonna get forced, you have to do it, you need to go, you need to buy, you need to eat, you need to do everything, and you just need to do it in English. I use all these tips, and I'm using them, as I said before, to study German right now. And yes, I managed to talk English in high school at the end for 6 years. And of course, when I finished high school, I lost it a little bit because I didn't practice that much. Then when I went to work to England, I got it again, but for me it was also super hard because it's not the same when you're studying high school and then you go to a real country. You will see that it's not the same. The accent, the words, everything is not the same, but this is not a reason to be sad or to worry about. So, and then when I came back from England, I lose it again. So then when I start flying, when I became flight attendant, of course I make a training course in English. The teacher, of course, was speaking in English. My colleague, I need to talk with them in English and everything. And after that, my life always was right now in English. Right now, I live in Vienna. I need to talk in English. Also because I don't speak the very good German. Of course, I know the basic. I can have conversation, but you know, sometimes it's easier in English. So here it's the end of my video, so I hope you really like it. If you have any other tip or any other way to learn English, just please write it down in the comments. Of course, my English is not perfect, it's not my mother tongue, so if I make a mistake, I'm sorry. But anyway, I hope you like, I hope you find it super useful, and I hope to see you in another video of my channel. So goodbye and thank you for watching.